There we are. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching on Saturday morning, good afternoon or good evening. If you're watching at any of the other times, this is the fifth quarter show. Coach Coy Sisk and I'm John Gray, and we're here after a big victory last night on senior night, last game of the season. And what a great way for our young men and women and everybody that's involved, the band, the cheerleaders, all those there was 1,000 knotheads out there last night from the Pop Warner
from
Mullins League.
Yeah.
and our ROTC people and everybody was celebrated that makes Tullahoma High School Wildcat football what it is.
There's no doubt.
It's a great night.
Hey, and we talk about the atmosphere there a lot, John. Last night it was another one of those nights. It was really amazing. So you talk about the Frank Mullins kids. So around 6 o'clock, a little after 6, normally we exit underneath the scoreboard and go line up. The football team does for that Wildcat walk.
Yeah.
And so and I always hear chatter from the team, but right there is where the Frank Mullins kids were lined up, and they were going to get behind us to run out afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
And, hey, those little kids, think the world of those guys. We try to explain it to them before the fact. But I heard them while we were in line. One of them said, hey, he said, I feel like a college or a pro athlete. But, hey, look, I can remember being that age, looking up to those high school guys. So, hey, it was amazing. And I love that. And then the cheerleaders, the little cheerleaders were there. And so always nice for the young kids,
Well, I pulled in. I usually get over there about 5:30, and usually, there might be a few people out on the field, and the T-Town tailgate is starting to get some folks in it. Last night I pulled over there at 5:30. I couldn't even hardly get in off of the road.
Yeah.
The whole baseball parking lot was full. There were people everywhere. And I thought, what in the world? And I looked up and I looked at that playground over there, and there's little knotheads over there in football jerseys just running wild.
Well, and we talk about it weekly almost, but hey, that's one of the things that makes Tullahoma Tullahoma. The community support and how tight-knit everybody is. And it's fun to watch.
Well,
and great to be a part of.
The announcer said something about here's the future of Tullahoma Wildcat football. And, I remember talking with Coach Olive, and I know you were, it's happened sort of recently, so I know you were part of it, that the way that we're teaching football in high school translates down to junior high, translates down to Mullins, even the way some of the plays are probably designed to where these kids are learning all the way down when they're this tall what they're going to have to be doing when they get into high school.
But John, the way you and I tackled when we played football and the way the game was played, we've learned so much since then on how to keep people safe. So things that our coaches used to get on to us about, we're actually teaching kids on how to keep your head out of it. How many times you get in trouble for not getting your head across the ball, or not leading with your head? We're trying to teach these kids from a young age up, hey, to keep the head out and to shine shoes.
Yeah. Well, and one of the things, that didn't happen when I played and probably when you played, if somebody caught a pass and it was running with the ball, you didn't even think about going over there and getting in a fight with him to try to drag the ball out of his hands.
Exactly.
And now that's what it's all about.
Hey, want to win that turnover battle constantly.
And boy, last night did we win the turnover battle.
Hey, kids did a great job. Hey, some of it, the way they're carrying the football, others of it, hey, actually things that we've worked on throughout the year, hey, just came to light and it happened.
Yeah. What amazed me is, we had 3 interceptions?
Mm-hmm.
Is even one of the defensive guys got up in the way and sort of almost knew that he couldn't make that reception, but he could keep the offensive guy from making a reception, and he popped it just a little bit, and one of his buddies comes right behind him and intercepts it.
Hey, well, that tip drill has been going on.
Tip drill is
since we played. You're
Yeah.
correct. You're correct. That tip drill's been going on. Hey, one of those things last night that, hey, we talk about execution and being able to execute. Last night we were able to execute, and hey, look, some luck came our way, and those are good things. Those are good things.
And I guess just about everybody that wanted to walk on the field could walk on the field and play last night.
We did our best to try to get everybody some playing time, because it was a situation where we could.
Yeah.
We had a situation.
And what I thought was fun is I saw some seniors who are players and contributors on our team in positions that they usually don't play in, like Zane Hope was running, got to run the ball. You know, it's not that he wasn't a good running back. That's just not what his assignments were during the season. So he was given an opportunity to do what he wanted to do.
Not really our forte. And look, we're in a unique situation. Like we said last week, it's not every year that you get a chance to end it with a W. You know,
and no, you're probably going to do that.
Yeah, to end it with the win. And then it's not every week that you get in situations so you can move and shuffle people.
Yeah.
In order to give them different opportunities.
Yeah. And it was great fun, and I'll just say right now, one of the additions that's happened, I guess this year, the smell of that popcorn is almost addictive. Over there by the quarterback club, and they don't tell you how many bags of popcorn that old boy sold.
Well, I'm proud for him.
Yeah, because y'all get a little cut of that.
Well, we get a tad bit. Our quarterback club gets a little cut off of that, but it has been interesting, and it's different. It was definitely different from week 0, because that smell that hits the air is just something else.
People get up out of the stands and go hunt it.
They do. They do.
All right, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the first quarter. It's senior night. You know, everybody's dressed up. The band's in Halloween costumes. It's a great activity. The feel of it is football. It's Tullahoma football. And it's what we've all come to grow, to learn, to love. And we'll be back with the first quarter right after these messages.
Here in Tullahoma, we're very fortunate to have Builders Plumbing and Electric to serve all of our plumbing and electric needs.
Come see us while we have a short break at Builders Plumbing and Electric.
We're also fortunate to have Builder Supply, where we can get all the lumber to do any project we have around the house.
Come see us at Builder Supply.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com. Hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why I keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
There's the Mighty T that we worked on the other day. We get to paint that every week.
I bet y'all have fun with that, though,
Hey,
don't you?
it's not bad. I mean, hey, believe it or not, we ran out. You know, we have a robot that paints the field and does some things for us, but it's not programmed right to paint that. So at the beginning of the year, Coach Olive and Heath McCullough, our trainer, and it was a lot of other people got out, and we measured and ran strings and did things and got that all on there. And then now, weekly when we're at home, we run back over it. But it takes a little while to do, but
Yeah.
it sure looks good out there in the middle of the field.
Oh, it does.
Great job by the coverage team right here, getting down the field. And a swarm of black jerseys.
They had what, maybe 30 people, 30 players?
Yeah, they don't have very many kids. Hey, and like I said, they got great looking kids.
Yeah.
And John, you know, we've all been in a situation where maybe you're not great athletically, or it's hard to simulate what the other teams are doing. But I'm gonna say this right here: these kids from Glencliff, I didn't hear a negative word from any of those guys. Coach Stevenson, their head coach, has done a great job with this group. Imagine weekly these guys going through pretty much what happened Friday night, being shut out, being constantly behind, and things like that. And I didn't hear anything negative from these kids. So hats off to Glencliff and that program for being able to keep those kids and their sportsmanship the way it is.
Well, and they just about quit a couple years ago.
They did. They were close to shutting the program down. I know that we were there last year, and everybody was really nice. I'm just glad these kids got to come out and play, and they're gonna see some success. There's Kenai Johnson being Kenai Johnson. Hey, we got the return set up. It's something we've been trying to do a lot more of this year, and Kenai catches the ball.
Yeah.
So last week we couldn't get a hand on the ball, we couldn't catch the ball. So I'll have fun with him Monday, because that's what I've said to him for a week is, hey, won't we catch the ball?
So at this point in your program last night, what did they do? They turn in their stuff, or are they going to do that next week?
No, sir, we'll meet Monday, because first of all, we want these guys to go participate in other sports at Tullahoma High School. We think that's important. High school athletics, they only get one chance to do it. So we want those guys to be able to go participate in other sports. So
that's a good looking shot.
Oh, no doubt. A quarterback last night, and the kid's 7, outstanding athletes. But we want those dudes to go play those other sports. So what we'll do Monday is we'll come in, clean up. Hey, house cleaning things. Tell them what to expect in the next few weeks. And in the upcoming season, how we're going to work, and then we'll get those guys off to their other sports. And for the guys that don't participate in anything else, we will take a break. We'll take a 2-week break, let them be with their families, and just enjoy the time off. And then we'll get ready, go back to work and start on the 23 season.
So how many numbers do you have in your junior class this year?
We're approaching over 20 right now, and so every class is kind of like that from here on out. And the freshmen finished up on Thursday night, so we didn't dress any freshmen on this Friday night event. But our freshmen finished up Thursday night. They'll come in Monday and the same thing. There's 40 freshmen.
40?
There's 40 freshmen right now. So anxious to get busy on the off season, going to enjoy the break, but anxious to get back.
Yeah.
And get these guys together. That doesn't look like much right there, but that's a possession reception. That's wonderful. It's only 3 yards, but you're moving the football. And those are good decisions being made. There's Kenai Johnson again.
And he's a sophomore?
Kenai's a sophomore. And Bratcher with the hold and Chadwick with the kick.
And Chadwick's a junior?
Yes.
Okay. Question is, when we're kicking an extra point and the defense is offside, why don't we have the option of taking that play?
We could have. We just wanted to let him kick it again.
Oh, did you? Okay. I mean, because if I was a coach and I'd have a penalty every time till the guy missed one.
Yeah.
You know, how many penalties will the officials let them have?
I mean, they call it unsportsmanlike after a little while. I've actually seen that before.
Because that's a timeout without calling one.
Yeah, the offense continued to jump off sides knowing they were trying to milk the clock. So, yeah, they'll call unsportsmanlike. It was nice to see, and regardless of competition level, it was nice to see the offensive line time to time the other night have some surge and be able to create a pocket in the passing game. There's Malik Grizzard.
Yeah, I was trying to text Fran, and by the time I'd text her, I'd have to text her again. At one point, I guess we scored 3 times in 3 minutes.
Well, it was good to get out to that.
Yeah.
Jump out to that start. So we made a few substitutions in here already defensively.
Yeah, let them play.
Well, the main thing, just wanting to get a good look at some up and coming people. And the main thing, being able to align and being able to communicate. You know, there are very few times you see people get outside or in the wrong position during this ball game. And most of the time you've got more than one guy around the ball. So that's kind of what we were looking at. That's Bryson Stevenson getting his hand up right there at the right time. Kid stays outside like he's supposed to, gets his hand up.
Sorry, but well, at least help him up. You knocked him down.
Sometimes we don't execute.
Well, it's funny. Brock was going to get a chance to have a punt return.
Yeah. Like I said, these guys from Glencliff, they just week in, week out battling. And I know it's tough on them. We've been in that situation before where it's, you know, you feel like you don't have the opportunity or the chance.
Look at that.
That's Jack Dameron coming through. He times it up great. And he's another one we'll be talking about Jack next year too.
Now, is Brock, you have a Stroop on the team after him?
I don't think that there's been a year that I've been at Tullahoma that I haven't had a Stroop. But there is there is another Stroop. There's actually 2 more Stroops and 3 more Stroops that are on the team right now.
And then we'll be waiting for the great-grandkids.
Like I said, I've been here for quite some time, and I don't think that I've ever not had a Stroop.
And they are great, great supporters.
Well, from what I've found, the kids enjoy playing the game, you know. But their last names like that in every town.
Yeah.
You know. A great job right there by Xavier Farrell. He sets that up, stays on, gets the edge, and really opens it up for Tomlin right there.
Good job.
Great cutback by Tomlin. Just want to see him lower the shoulder there instead of trying to spin around. Just lower the shoulder, get the positive yard, keep going.
All right, that's first quarter.
Hey,
And
first quarter
this game runs by pretty quick.
Yeah. You know, the second half we had the running clock, and they had an injury right there later on. We'll see it later,
Yeah.
but he asked me then if we could just have it run continuously, you know, weather the ball, whatever was going on, score, don't score, whatever. I said, that's fine.
Yeah.
Run
yeah.
it, run it, run it.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do right now is take a commercial break, and we'll be back with the second quarter. We'd like to welcome Vanderbilt Hospital to Tullahoma as the new owner of Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart Hospital. For years, people have had great service at Heart Hospital. And many times people make the statement, I need to go to Vanderbilt to get the best care. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to go to Vanderbilt to get the best care, because Vanderbilt is now in Tullahoma as the new owner of Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart Hospital. For all of your health care needs, top quality, best research, new equipment, look forward to great health care at Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart Hospital.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
So a little toss sweep to Tomlin right there. And able to find pay dirt again.
He had a good night last night. And who's this young man kicking?
That would be a young lady.
Oh, that's the young lady.
And the young lady's name is Haley Probola.
Well, good for her.
So Haley Probola gets her first points of the year Friday night.
And there's another turnover.
So DeLauder comes in at quarterback, he and Denby. That's Denby in the backfield. And easy pitch and catch.
That's right. Score, kick it off, get the ball back, throw a pass, score again. 30 seconds.
You know, you really like doing it like that.
Well, of course you do.
But it's the difference in what we've talked about in the last few weeks. Being able to come out, hey, you execute the things, you do the things you're supposed to do, regardless of talent level or who you're playing. That was a big stress Friday night.
And there's another fumble.
Don't play down to the competition.
Yeah, but like you said, they have some physically good-looking kids.
Well, there's no doubt about it, you know. And with their numbers, like I said, it's probably hard to simulate from time to time what other people are doing.
I think they had about 25 in their stands last night.
Well, good for them, good for coming to support those guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guarantee you they were moms and dads.
like I said, I mean, the season that these guys have gone through and have continued to go through, and to have the attitude and the sportsmanship that they had Friday night, that's hats off.
Yes, sir.
So many people would be negative and complain and fuss. I watched the kid Friday night catch a ball. It was a catch from my perspective, right? And the officials saw it a little different, and but the kid looks at me and kind of does his fingers like this, like almost got it, you know. But he had a great attitude about it, and it was. So I thought, you know, instead of getting up and complaining to the official, the kid's like, man, I gotta, you know, almost.
I'm almost there.
Gotta get the next
just
one.
a little bit more.
Yeah. So I mean, that's just to me amazing. And whatever Coach Stoops is doing with these guys, I want a piece of it, because I want our kids to always have that attitude. Hey, no blame on anybody else, and go out there and compete and get after it.
And have fun.
Exactly.
It's a game.
So at this point, you know, you kind of are getting a
Good
look.
for him.
Yeah, you're getting a look right here at really some of next year's bunch, which you've seen a lot of anyway.
Yeah.
Throughout the season. And there are still a few older kids in there, but primarily most of these guys are second and third team guys.
And they're having a big time. Good for him. Is that the one where he told you to close up?
You never know. He was a little more open.
Make good effort. Look at that.
And Bo Banks coming up with with the big pick right there, going up and high pointing the ball. Thought the kids had an amazing year, especially here in the last probably 2 to 3 weeks. There's where you're talking about Zane.
Junior, sophomore.
Bo Banks is a junior. And Delauder getting loose. That ball in the other hand, Delauder. It's nice to see him move again, the way we know he's capable of moving. He had struggled with a growing injury early in the year, but was actually back to moving the way we understand that he can move.
You know, a lot of these kids, not right now, but earlier, probably the last football game they'll ever play.
You know, from time to time, yeah.
And what a great way to do it with a win.
That's what we see. You know, you go out knowing you competed. And it, you know, regardless, it's never the same. You're not underneath those Friday night lights anymore. And that's a different atmosphere, even if you get the opportunity to go to the next level or anything like that.
It's a job.
But it's not Friday night under the lights in your hometown.
With your buddies that you played with for life.
Yeah, and we've got guys right now that are you know, playing at the next level, playing on Saturday. You know, one of the things that I get a lot when I get those phone calls is it's different because nobody in the stands know you. You know,
no.
And it's not that Friday night atmosphere, that community atmosphere that you're used to.
And you know, in one way or the other, I mean, basically you're getting paid to play.
Oh,
you're getting free school, you're getting free food, you're getting whatever you're getting, books and teaching, and you know, it's a job.
No doubt. But just to be able to embrace that, I tried to explain that to the seniors last night when they were going out before the game. I said, hey, you've got to take this opportunity. Take the tough guy mask off for a second. Hey, and take it all in. Look around. Hey, hug mom and dad. Don't be afraid to show some emotion right there because it is a special time. And we've got a special place here.
Oh.
And when you just take time to look at it, and even myself, I give that advice. All right, but I have to do a better job of sometimes just me turning around, taking a look at all the people that come and support Tullahoma football because it is really important.
Well, and I've told a lot of these kids, and I say, you know, even if some of you, if you go play college football, you might be going somewhere that the facilities nowhere as good as what you're playing in right now.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, you got old wooden bleachers at some of these places and rocks in the field, and you know, we're so fortunate to have the support of our community and our school system and the city government and just all the people who make Tullahoma football part of their lives. And you go and watch what happens at the games, and you know, look at the uniforms. And I know the other night we were up at Greenbrier, and the guy's waiting on the team to come in, and all of a sudden he went, well, there's some buses down there, tour buses down there that are lost something. And I said, no, that's how the Wildcats roll right there, bro. He said he was expecting some yellow dogs to be pulling in. You know, I said, no, not from Tullahoma. You won't get that. That community supports these boys.
Yeah, and that's real special. It gives them, you know, the opportunity to do that. And I know it was a long time. I never got on the charter bus, right, until I was in college. So it's a neat experience, and you get to give that to those kids, and I think it's real special.
When I got on a charter bus, it was like punishment because my parents were sending me off somewhere to somebody else's house. Hey, what we want to do right now, because this will be the last show for this year, we want to take a little time to thank all of our sponsors. You know, we've done this this would be the 31st year. And we've had folks that have been involved with us since day one, and we've had folks come and go. You know, because that's the way it is when you have businesses that have students that are part of the program. Mm-hmm. You know, some stay forever and some move in and out, and that's okay. That's accepted. But our community support from the people, from our businesses, just like right here. You know, I've had so many people say to me, look at there, look at that. See, now that right there is not a cinnamon roll. That is a bear claw. Because the cats, we couldn't call that a cat claw. Yeah, that's a big cat right there.
That would be.
Would you like to see that paw print out in the woods, knowing a cat was on top of it?
Yeah, I wouldn't like that in my backyard. I can go ahead and tell you.
But you know, that's from the Donut Palace, and we want to thank them and all of our other in-kind sponsors who help us do what we do here. It's been our pleasure to be part of the program. You know, we started doing this when John Olive first came to town. We had a new coach and a bad football program, and a lot of us got together and decided we need to do all we can do to support that program. And now we've got a good coach, a new coach, and a good program still raging on in Tullahoma. And the support of the community and our sponsors and our fans have kept us on the air. And we're very grateful for it. But I know that our football program is grateful as well, because this is another way of communicating how wonderful what goes on in Wildcat football affects this community. And, you know, it's just a great thing, and we're glad to be part of it and help a lot of our older folks who can't get to the ball game be able to watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And meet this guy. You know, meet this guy. This is a good guy right here, folks. You know, he's been around for quite some time, but he was buried down there with all those other jerseys and coaches and hats and all that stuff that goes on the sidelines. Well, now you can find him, because he's the one that's just a little bit out in front of all the rest of them, involved in every play that goes on. You want to see him? You have to look sometimes kind of hard, because he's got his hands on his knees and his legs are spread, and he is watching every move that's being made out there, because that's what good coaches do. And we just want to thank you for being who you are.
Well, I
and
sure
coming on
appreciate
here
it.
and being part of this show, and you know, you kind of eased into it pretty good.
Well, we've had some things go on this year that we had to deal with, but guess what? Hey, you keep swimming, keep getting better.
That's right.
What it is. Week to
right.
week, getting better. It's like, talking about getting better, the Eli Grow.
Yeah.
And November the 5th.
That's next weekend.
Yes.
Next Saturday.
Now that's something. I told you when I ran out of college eligibility, I quit running. I was happy when they told me I couldn't play anymore. But I see people out running, trying to get better. I've actually got one of my colleagues at work. She's been training for the Eli Grow thing, and hey, bless y'all's heart. That's an amazing thing, but it's a great charity.
Yes, it is.
Something
a great family, and Eli was a great young man.
But it's a neat event. If nothing else, you need to come out at the beginning, and see when they do the things with the little kids.
Oh yeah,
and that's really neat. And I always enjoy that every year. So, hey, that's coming up soon. So
yeah, next week from today.
Yeah, November 5th, you can still register too.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And fans, what can you say about the fans without mentioning Max Gerald, my friend, who is one of the best and biggest Wildcat fans we've had. There he is right there, and we want to. We miss old Max, and know that he's watching every game in the biggest easy chair you can get. He's floating on a cloud watching, folks. And thank you, Ronnie, for continuing to support our program through a dedication to Max on this show. And with that said, we'll take a quick commercial break and be back with a outstanding band appearance, but for some reason they must have lost their uniforms. I don't know why they're dressed the way they are, but it's pretty ridiculous. but it's pretty good too. We'll be back after this. Marty Scott's Hometown Body Shop at 513 East Carroll Street, and they have plenty of room to do what needs to be done to your automobile. If your automobile starts out looking like this, bring it to Marty Scott's Hometown Body Shop, because they have all the facilities they need and the technical knowledge to fix just about any car that's in any situation.
Hey folks, Marty Scott, Hometown Body Shop here in Tullahoma. Been serving Tullahoma for over 32 years now. Just want to invite you out. If you need any repairs on your car, if you had an accident, we do all work with all the major insurance companies here in town. Be glad to write you an estimate. Daryl will take care of that. If you have any frame damage or anything that more major than a fender bender, Chris, he's been to school on all of that. He'll take care of you. And remember, it's Hometown Body Shop, 513 East Carroll, doing business the hometown way. Y'all come see us.
We showed you the start of the story, we showed you the middle of the story, and now we're going to show you a finished product. But at Hometown Body Shop, nothing's finished until Marty says it is. Attention, attention! Tullahoma and surrounding areas? Spinelli's Pizzeria is now open at 121 Northwest Atlantic Street in downtown Tullahoma. They specialize in Philadelphia-style pizzas that you can order by the pie or by the gigantic slice. Spinelli's also has great sandwiches with breads imported from Philly, loaded stromboli, salads, and desserts. They are open from 11 a.m. until 3 a.m. with delivery every day. So stop by Spinelli's and get a slice.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, Family Practice Dentistry for 29 years.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Daddy Billy's Deli Bar and Grill has been open at 119 Northwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma for over 40 years, serving up good times and great food. The inside is now a non-smoking facility and had a great outdoor patio area with a covered stage, a fire pit, and a second bar where smoking is allowed. The food remains great at Daddy Billy's, from burgers to paninis, salads, wings, with new items being added all the time. Great sides from onion straws, flat fried potatoes, and Tullahoma's only corn salad. Music and sports are important at Daddy Billy's with jam night every Wednesday night, bands and players on the weekends, and big screen TVs all over the place to watch sports. Daddy Billy's is now open Monday through Saturday and closed on Sunday. As a non-smoking venue inside, all ages are welcome to enjoy the food and fun at Daddy Billy's. With a great selection of domestic, imported, and local craft beers, a full liquor and wine selection, and the best food around, there is no reason for you not to be part of the good times at Daddy Billy's, 119 Northwest Atlantic Street, downtown Tullahoma.
Clayton's has been Tullahoma's shoe store for over 120 years, and Florence Hall continues that tradition today. We're the only shoe store in town that starts with measuring your foot to make sure you get the perfect fit in a quality shoe. That includes narrow through wide widths for men, women, and children. Clayton Shoes, the family shoe store you'll love.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
Come see us at Coffee County Bank. We now offer custom debit cards. Add a picture of your family, your dog, your baby, even your business logo. Carry personal pride in your wallet and remember your family moments every time you swipe your Coffee County Bank debit card. Visit us at 511 North Jackson Street or online at coffeecountybank.com. Coffee County Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, third quarter, and we're going to get the ball. Now,
hey, great job right there.
81. Who's 81?
Charlie. Oh, Charlie Dotson.
Well, Charlie Dotson knew what he was doing. He'd been coached up pretty good.
Charlie Dotson did a good job right there. Hey, getting that ball and being aware of the onside kick.
You know, I was sitting there right before they did that, and I was thinking, you know, if I was coaching that team, I'd kick an onside kick.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
You're getting beat to death, why not try to get the ball back?
I don't think any of the coaches are looking to figure out. I got that.
Great run right there by Jack Damon. Opened up well with the offensive front right there. They did a good job on that one. It's number 27, Jacoby Hill. Jacoby's a guy that probably about the past 5 weeks, we've moved back here to a running back position, so he's still new to it. And seeing right there, he doesn't hit that hole correctly, but we'll get him there. He's a guy that I think's got some talent, and will make a good one later down the line. Just kind of in that transitional phase of making a move to a different position. But you see, he's just got natural ability of making one guy miss from time to time.
Right.
And one way you discover guys like that is Jacoby had enough about him to get in on the scout team. You know? And he could make some of our guys miss. It was just natural. So him being available and engaged in practice, that's what showed us that he might have a chance to play that position later on down the line. Great job finding it out right there. You got to get Charlie to pick it up.
Yeah, I told my son when he was playing, I said, don't you be one of those guys sitting down on the other end of the field BSing while the ball game's going on. I said, you have yourself within two paces of Coach Olive during the whole ball game. Mm-hmm. Make him have to knock you out of the way to walk down the sideline. Because sooner or later he's gonna need somebody, and he's just gonna grab the first one he can find and throw him out there.
That's it.
That's how you get your chance. You gotta find your ways. They're not gonna give, I mean, everybody wants a chance, and a coach tries to give everybody a chance, but you got to put yourself in position for
Exactly. So, like you're saying, being engaged, being involved in the process. Great second effort right here, and coming up, finishing up, again a little high right there, but hey, those are things that we'll keep working on. And that one ticked by fast.
We need to get the shoe shine rag out for that group right there.
That's right.
Teach them what that shoe shining is all about.
And look, we're gonna work on that.
Yeah.
And like I said, something that every year it seems like you have to start over with it. But because it's so hard because you don't want to practice like that. We don't want to hit our guys.
Yeah.
All right. Down low throughout the week. So making that transition is always hard, but hey, it's kind of a mindset. You have to be thinking about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you do. And you run, and like you say, we're teaching the game differently now than we did 20 years ago. We're teaching keep your head down, keep your shoulders down. Of course, it went through a change because when I was playing, you never a form tackle was to have your shoulder pads right here and your head underneath the arm. Mm-hmm. And you hit that guy right there, and you went to his knees to pick him up and plant him on the other side. That was a perfect tackle.
The NFL started first with the heads up, and what it is about keeping the head out.
Right.
So, most of the time, and not saying it doesn't happen, but most of the time, concussions in football come from your head hitting the ground.
Right.
It's very seldom, if ever, that solid helmet. Now, does it happen? Sure.
Yeah.
It can happen with some helmet stuff, but probably 90% of those concussions come from when I hit the ground. All right, my head pops back.
Right.
And smacks the ground. So, trying to keep the head out of it, all right, helps out a lot. And so that's one of the things that changed from the lower level up, and something that we have to continue to teach, even at the high school level.
Yeah. We want safety. But you can't not play the game. It's a brutal game. It's not brutal, but it's a tough game. It's the modern day gladiators. It's like going into the arena, and you go in there. Just in this game, half of them don't die every time they play a game.
Exactly.
But it's a tough sport. It's a hard, tough sport.
There's no doubt. It's football, and people say, well, it takes the toughness out. It takes other. No, it's still a physical game.
Sure it is.
All right, and football is still nothing more than, in some situations, of being able to impose your will on someone else. So you want to go forward, I don't want to let you go forward.
Yeah.
You want to block me, I don't want to be blocked. I want to catch the ball. You don't want me to catch the ball. So being able to, like we say, and we talk to our kids about it, being able to impose your will. In order to be able to do that, hey, the other question is, what did you do to prepare yourself?
Right.
And what did you do to make yourself better than the guy across from you? So a lot of times, not saying the game is won and lost in the training process, but hey, physically you have to be ready, mentally you have to be ready, and emotionally you have to be able to handle it. And I know when to show that emotion and when not to show that emotion.
Right. From the coach, listen, he knows what he's talking about. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here in just a second.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
We are blessed by donations from the community. We have people that come from multiple counties completely surrounding us. We even have people come as far away as Rutherford County. This is the thrift store, and we've got things divided up by categories. So this is the women's clothes section. We have a children's section and we have a men's section, and we have everything divided out by sizes to make shopping easier when you're on your lunch hour and you don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, and a wonderful book and music section over here.
And we've got these comfy chairs that you can just come over, and we have that
and read.
We have that quite often. We have a husband come with, and he plops down and reads while his wife is shopping in the store. Yeah, it makes it really sweet. Our goal is to minister to people in 4 counties: Coffee, Bedford, Franklin, and more, showing their physical and emotional needs, to meet those the best we can, and then at the same time to be able to address any spiritual needs they may have.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District. Southern Electric and Plumbing Supply, located at 107 Southeast Atlantic Street in Tullahoma, is the area's premier location for electric and plumbing supplies and fixtures, featuring GE appliances, Delta faucets, and complete fixture lines displayed in a state-of-the-art showroom. So if you're a contractor working on new construction or a homeowner working on a weekend remodel project, Southern is the place to find that special fixture you need to make your home shine. Southern's experienced staff can help you solve any problem. Southern Electric and Supply Company, 107 Southeast Atlantic Street, Tullahoma, 455-5402.
Check out our new Woodard's Diamonds and Design showroom, which is now located on 2011 North Jackson Street in front of the Walmart Shopping Center. We've got 4,600 square feet now, beautiful diamond and gemstone jewelry, and a much easier and nicer place to come shop. This is still your place to come. Still have a great team of people. Still have wonderful diamond jewelry and bridal gifts. We have our Levion, which is out there. Even new creations of Chatham Created Gems, or the new Pandora, and even Kendra Scott, which is a brand that people have been asking for years now. So lots of new things, as well as some of your old friends here that are still here to serve and take good care of you. Thank you.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
So fourth quarter, cranking up. Hey guys, got to just finish out here.
Look at there.
Great
Wasn't that
job.
great?
You know, Liam finds his way to the ball constantly, and doing a great job. And thought this crew did a good job officiating the other night by somewhat letting some things go as long as there wasn't any safety issues.
Right.
You know, wasn't gonna let anybody get hurt, but as far as like, you know, and he even said one time, he said, look, I know they're holding, and I said, it's our job to get off of them, don't worry about it. You know, but it's not gonna impede the game.
And how many times did he throw that ball that was probably, you know,
oh yeah, intentional, but
intentional grounding, but why in the world call it?
No
sense in it.
No need, right? And like I said, this crew Friday night thought that those guys did an amazing job of taking care of everybody, making sure that it was safe. Great job by their quarterback being elusive. He ran 100 miles, didn't give fuck.
No, he did.
You know, but I thought he was an elusive player. Thought he made some good decisions at times while moving.
I was surprised at that. That is what, 45-yard field goal?
And you know, I got asked.
Why not try?
But I thought, you know what? Who knows? Maybe that kid hadn't had an opportunity to be able to do that all year long, and they thought they had an opportunity to give him a shot. And the ladder's separating right there, and I thought, what in the world? It was hard for me to see from the angle I was at, and I was like, he had to have stepped out of bounds. Number 25, McGreer, right there, and McGreer has some talent. He's got some tools. Hey, good job by Delata right there. I think, and still hadn't watched it, went back and watched it solid, but the read on that, I'm not sure if he didn't give it to McGreer, that McGreer wouldn't have took it out for 6 also. But hey, but glad Delata was able to pull that one and move it downfield. Great job right there again. So again, solid group of younger guys in there, hey, finishing it off.
And that's it. 49-0. Good way to end the season. Got a lot of people in the game. Everybody had a good time. It was a great atmosphere. Perfect night.
Oh yeah,
a little bit of chill in the air, but not too bad. And our young men our seniors get to leave with a win, and a substantial win under their belt. And a lot of these kids will never play football again.
You know, and it's about the experience they have while they're doing it, and the little things that they learn and pick up along the way. But again, my last game as a high school football player was a loss. You know, so that's kind of ingrained in your memory right there. From time to time, these guys got to leave with the win, and I'm sure after the game there were, instead of a bunch of tears of sadness and things of that nature and all those pictures, they got some time with their friends right there. Hey, and it was.
Did you see the way I hit old 42 over there when he came through the line?
Yeah.
Did you see that block I put on 67 over there? So excited, happy.
Good experience, hey, and good memories. And so, like I said, special place, Tullahoma, and Friday night was positive, and that'll that'll almost complete the books pretty much on the 2022 season. And hey, we appreciate those seniors. I told them this the other night. I appreciate those seniors showing us exactly, all right, where that bar needs to be set in order to be a Tullahoma football player. And now this group has a standard that that they have to try to. We're not going after match the standard. We're trying to go above the standard. And so I appreciate those seniors showing us what we need to get accomplished. And so that's the next step, John.
Well, it's been a pleasure for me to get to learn to know you and become friends with you and know that this guy's as positive as anybody I've been around in a long time. He got football sense. He played the game. He played it well. He loves his kids, and he instills a positivity in them that is wonderful. There's no blame throwing. It's all we did this together, and I just want to appreciate you. I'll tell you how much I appreciate what you bringing to the table, to the history of Tullahoma High School football. The Coach Coy Sisk era has started, and it has started with class, and it started with good coaching, and all we can see is greatness yet to come. And thank you for it.
Well, John, I appreciate it.
Okay, buddy. And with that said, folks, you know, get involved, stay involved. It's the holiday season's coming up. You know, be kind to your neighbors, to your friends. If you played sports and you feel a little bit down and knocked down, look back on your history and realize what the sport that you played or the instrument that you played, what kind of enthusiasm it puts into your life and allows you to step back up and play again. Every day's a game, folks. Suit up and go out there and have the best time you can. Be safe, happy holidays, and we'll see you down the road.